I'm Jillian Nguyen,
And I'm John Miller.
and we're the co-founders of Signing Savvy.
It's what we like to call the most comprehensive sign language resource on the web. I was an educator for years of children who are deaf and hard of hearing, and so when you're working with the children at school, they have that language and they can see it and working with the teachers, but then when they go home, they're going home often to parents that are hearing. So they would go home and that communication, that language education would just stop. And so it was my passion to be able to take what we were doing in school, to be able to create a tool that was a communication link between home and school. And so that's what we did.
Prior to this, when we first started, you might have to look into a book to see what a sign looks like, which could be very difficult. Since it's visual language, it's much easier to look at it through video. You could type in a word like apple, and it's going to bring up video showing you basically John, the man in the blue shirt, signing apple. But in addition to that, you can find a lot of other information about the sign, so a description of how to make the sign, an example sentence, an ASL gloss, and there's also other tools, so you can create word lists and then you can test yourself using flashcards and quizzes.
Really, it's unique. You know, you can type in the words, you can see the different variations of one sign, you have the option to look at variations, and plus there's not just one meaning. Each variation shows you the different meanings that go along with that sign. We actually have had different students come here to our studio and sign different children's stories. And that has been awesome because lots of parents out there want to sign stories for their deaf children, and so they can watch on our website the actual story being signed, being modeled, and they're able to copy those stories for their children, which is very unique and very cool.
We've had over now 10 million people use Signing Savvy, so it's really grown to a much larger scope and audience than we originally intentioned. We have a lot of great people we work with in order to make it work. And Michigan is a great place where we have people that we can trust. There's a lot of different reach that we have locally where we have local experts and people that we trust and can depend on to really help us out. And Michigan offers us all of those things. The goal is always about people, about our customers, our users, those 10 million people that are coming to the site. What are we doing for them? How are we helping them? And that's really where the entrepreneurship drive comes from, is really just helping those people, and everything else really falls in place.
And when you get letters and emails from people who say, we so appreciate your site, or we're out in the middle of nowhere and we really don't have opportunity to go and take a sign language class or meet up with people, but we can go on your site and we can see it from anywhere, or now we can access it through our phone, or that type of thing. So it's really cool to get those letters from people, and not just here in Michigan, but like we said, all over the country and all over the world. People might say, where's this company? In Michigan? And you're like, yeah, it's in Michigan, and we're proud that we started it here in Michigan and that it goes all over now.